one life. We don't break our commitments. Undisciplined people don't get anything. Disciplined people rule the world.
Welcome, everyone, to the Driving Vision podcast brought to you by the Zeigler Auto Group. And here with me, Auto Group Director of Talent Development, Mike Van Ryn. Welcome, Mike.
Hey, thanks, Sam.
Be sure to subscribe to the podcast, like it if you do, and leave a comment. This week, we bring you the much anticipated second episode of Mike Van Ryn and my conversation with Andy Elliot. Andy shares his coveted daily routine, which helps him maintain high energy, connection, and create incredible sales results, starting as a salesperson and now leading a large training organization. Also, Andy shares his why, including his commitment to family, both wife and kids, and his family in the workplace. We go now to Andy Elliot.
On my end, we live in Scottsdale, Arizona. We train 420,000 salespeople. Sam, I'm going to tell you a neat deal. People always say, so like, how do we train 420,000 salespeople? And we literally only train 11,000 companies. How is that? Why the numbers? I'm going to tell you something cool. So I started shooting videos on YouTube and I started talking about sales training. Hey, if somebody says they need to think about it, here's what you're going to say. Somebody says this, here's what hey, you want to bump somebody $500 a month? Do this. You want to generate leads? Do this. And I put out free sales training videos. And I wanted to get, once we got really good, we started building up a big following. I thought, man, I'm going to start calling dealers, right? Because I want to start training their people. Why don't we just make training courses for salespeople? And what I did is that I created a bunch of $299 programs, how to overcome any objection, how to close any deal on the first pencil, how to generate your own leads, how to be deadly on the phone, $299 courses. That's all we did. And I launched it on 2019. Okay, January 1st, 2019, we launched our first training deal on YouTube. I say, I got my first course, 0 to 100K, how to go from 0 to 100,000 fast, make it again and again. Sam, my last year selling cars, I made 716 grand. So I made some money selling cars. I'm not the best in the world, but I would like to say if you're going to compete against me, you better be really good because I want to be really good. And by the way, I like being around people that compete. We make each other better. I love that. But overnight, 250 grand went in the bank account. We were in business overnight. And there were all salespeople. Awesome. There were no managers. That's amazing. There were no VMs. There were no stores. Sam, I didn't even start selling to dealerships and helping them until 2021 because we were running 50 million from salespeople helping them. We didn't even need to talk. Dealers didn't want to have anything to do with us. And then all of a sudden, all the salespeople were promoted into management that trained with us. Now we've got a bunch of managers that started training with me as salespeople. And now they're like, hey, dude, I went through finance with your training. I went through sales with your training. I dominate the floor. I want you to teach my guys to do that now. What can I do now with all? So we now, the same salespeople we started with, we opened a dealer division. And then literally we signed up 2,000-3,000 stores.
Mike, you don't know this. Andy texted me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Dude, I woke up, I got a fever, I'm sick. Can we look at maybe a rescheduling to Monday? I was like, I saw it and I didn't instantly respond. 2.5 hours later, Andy calls me and I was on a call. I sent it to voicemail. He's, dude, I'm back on. I went and worked out. Fever's gone. Awesome. I'm in beast mode. I'm back on it. Look, there are people that find a way to succeed. Yeah. It's not about, Tony Robbins talks about, it's not about resources, it's about resourcefulness. You may not feel good that morning. Are you going to be resourceful and getting back in the game and go in beast mode? And you did that today. You overcame a challenge, physical, maybe working out was part of the way you reset.
It is.
Would you share with us, Andy, maybe what happened? And then also, what's your routine that creates this result that is so intense that I love?
No, I love it. Okay, so number one, you see this shirt I got on? What's that say?
Elliot.
Now, look, you don't really see, but it's really got the old.
That's right.
I literally ran straight from the gym to here. I'm going to tell you why. Okay. Number one, I've made a living out of being successful because I did things that people couldn't do and wouldn't do. Notice, Mike, I said wouldn't do.
Yes.
Okay. So what does that mean? That means this: if you're going to compete against me, and I've always had to fight for my own family and my own goals and my own dreams, just like you guys do. And if you wake up and you don't feel like getting out of bed at 5 a.m. and going to the gym, and I don't feel like it either, but I get up and you don't, I beat you. And I'm going to tell you, I've made a living out of doing things that I don't want to do and finding pleasure in doing it and studying people who can endure with pain. And we're reading that new book right now, Never Finished, by David Goggins. I would highly recommend everybody.
I'm going to get it. You sent it.
Oh my God, dude, listen to me. Get the Audible. I've listened to it 9 times. I've got the book, paperback it. All I'm going to say is this. Never finished. Dude, I listened to it on speed 1.3. I can go through it in 7 hours. I've been through it 9 times now. I'm going to explain this to you. Mentality is the difference between winning and losing. And I'm going to tell you this. So I woke up this morning. I've got a fever. I'm literally sweating. I'm like, dude, I'm sick. I pop some amoxicillin. I go back to bed. I text you because I want to be respectful and try to be ahead of the game. I tell Jesse, cancel all my Zoom meetings all day long. I go to bed. And then, by the way, me and my wife, we run together very hard. She goes, you going to sleep in today? And I was like, I don't feel good. I'm sweating. I got a fever. And she's like, take a nap. Set your alarm for 2 hours. So I did. And when I woke up, I said, no ways. I'm not missing hanging out with these guys. I'm not.
We love you.
You know what I did? I got my damn shoes on. I didn't feel like it. I freaking went to the gym and I worked out like hell, put my pods in. And all I did was beat those demons off me and whatever the hell was coming over my body. And literally an hour later, dude, I feel like $1 trillion. I literally just put this cardigan over the top. I wrote on my hand, right? I put hijack your competition's brain, right? My Breitling watch ready to roll. I said, man, let's go, baby. I got my shorts on with my Converse. Dude, listen, I'm ready for war. My team.
You broke that cycle, Andy.
That's it, dude.
You broke the cycle, but you shared your journey. You shared your history, your family. You broke the cycle for you, also for your family, for your kids, right? So congratulations on that, man. That's huge.
And I want to say something is that a lot of people like to maintain. And I'm going to tell you, Sam, maintaining it will not keep you where you're at now. You're going to have to go gear up and get ready for war. What you're about to go through, what you're going to go through with your people, from fighting entitlement to ego and all this, is you're going to have to get on a level and a page and create a culture you've never had to do before. We would say it's the old market. People are like, we're just going back to the old market. No, you're not. Listen, I'm going to explain this to you. My daughter, I'm going to give you a little quick analogy. My daughter, every time she gets hurt when I was younger, I used to go say, my wife, she'd be like, hey, your daughter's crying again. I'd go grab her. And guess what? I'd say, hey, daddy will take you to Target. Don't worry about it.
Make it all okay.
Dude, I thought I was doing the best thing for her. She would cry. I would go buy her a toy. She loved me. My wife knew it was a disaster waiting to happen. Now, I had to answer one day to that spoiled little girl now, that every time she didn't get what she wanted, she cried and she wanted to go to the store. And I said, I can't take you to the store every time you cry. It was a daily deal. Yeah. I ruined her. This business ruined. It allowed us, when we would have normally made 100 grand, it gave us 300 grand. So we did 20% of the work, but we got 100% of the money. Dude, I'm telling you when I say this to you, I feel really sorry for anybody that is going to hope that 2023 is going to pan out or work out in any way, shape, or form. And I pray for you because your family is going to suffer. You do not want to get into the tailwind of a bad start of 2023. Your statement in 2023 in January will set the tone for the whole year. Okay. We've got to set the tone for our family, our kids, our wife, what 2023 is going to look like, our team, our leaders, sales meetings, knocking the dust off people in the morning again, role playing. Okay. Fake phone calls, ring, ring. Okay. Make an outbound call, whiteboard. Customer only wants to pay this payment. We're here. How are you going to bump them? What are you going to say? This is the car they're buying. This is the car they're selling. What are you going to do? Show us. Get the Sharpie. Let's go. Work it. I want to see your mind. I want to see your mind work. We got to get our mind alive in 2023. And the most powerful thing that any human in this world has is a mind. Most powerful thing. The reason why we outlived the dinosaurs and all that is because we got a mind. We're really smart. By the way, Sam, think about your bloodline. Think about your family, your true bloodline 1 million years ago. Dude, they couldn't even imagine that you could get what you have right now. They couldn't imagine it. Matter of fact, the entire history of time have been waiting for this generation that we're in right now in this era and exactly what we have. And you talk about resourcefulness, the difference between rich people and poor people or resources. Sam, I'm telling you, if you can cling on to a good circle of people that will tell you the truth, what does that mean? Sam, if you're not working out every morning, it's physical, mental business. If you're not physically working out, you can't mentally be strong and your business can't thrive. If you don't wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and you don't go to the gym, by the way, I'm not your buddy anymore. I don't want to be around people that don't want to win.
I love that. That is true. That it's who we hang out with, who we surround ourselves with, push us. And those people that are willing to do the things that no one else is willing to do, you find a group of those people. So Andy, how have you found that circle that supports you in these insane goals that will push you higher. Like that conversation between you and your wife. Hey, you know what? I don't feel that. I heard in her comment back to you, what you going to do about it?
She said,
Take a minute and suck it up and let's go back to work.
And then, by the way, listen, there's some things that I think that we share the pressure in our team and our family together. There's a term, Sam, that says share the pressure. Okay. Every day with my team, I say, guys, listen to me. If I told you what it costs to run our company, what things are and how things work, you guys would break. But you know what? I don't have to worry about that. And I'm not going to break. We're going to break records because you guys are going to help me share the pressure. You guys are going to go to war with me, and you guys are going to be by my side like I'm going to be by your side. And I will never let anybody hurt you. I'll take a bullet for you guys, but you guys better take one for me. And by the way, Sam, I want to tell you, this, in 2023, this is the time to build an unrecruitable sales team. Unrecruitable, right? Unrecruitable.
Oh, yes.
Now, I love that term. I love that term.
I'm going to tell you what that means, right? So I'm going to give you an example. Watch. Hey, Steinbrook, Chris, come here. Watch. I'm going to grab one of my guys. Now, listen, I've got 70 of these guys running around here. This is a big bird guy, right? But we're just going to, we're going to role play with them for a minute. Watch this. Hey, Chris, come here real quick. Hey, come here. I want you to meet these guys. Ooh. Okay, get over here.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Chris.
How are you?
Hey, so listen, what if Sam, what if he said, I'll pay you $100,000 more a month, no matter what you're making? You know what? I'll pay you $1 million more a month to come work for him. What would you say?
Dude, no disrespect, but.
You said, Ryan, come here. Hold on. Now,
I want to get it finished.
Now watch, come here.
I
watch. I want to show you something. Sam, this is no joke. Ryan, get on.
Yep.
What's going on, man?
Hey, now
what's up?
Ryan, number one, show him what that bracelet on your hand says.
It says this one?
Tell him what it
It
says.
says, the devil whispers, you can't withstand the storm. The warrior replied, I am the storm.
Who gave you that?
Right here, Andy.
Oh, I love
Give
that.
you that.
That's cool.
It's a brotherhood. Just it means the world.
Show
Warriors.
him what's on your arm.
Oh, he tattooed it. Is that a real tattoo?
It is. It ain't going nowhere.
Ryan, show him your
That's-
bicep. Show him your bicep.
That's
Hey,
cool.
hey, now Ryan, now, I'm going to ask you a question. We love each other and we push hard and we grind together. But what if Sam would pay you $10 million more a month? I said a month, $10 million to go work for him.
I'd say,
Sorry, Sam. Hey, listen, Sam, we don't need to go through this. I can bring 70 guys over here, every single one of them. And by the way, listen, blood, sweat, tears, heart, and soul. You know why? Because listen, man, I don't motivate these guys with money. You know what I motivate them with? Having a life and having an opportunity to be around great people their whole life. And by the way, we all do what we say we're going to do. We all stay close. An individual can be beat, but a team can't be beat, Mike. You know what that means? That means this. You got to build the team. Got to build the team. Got to build the team, man. The team is where the money's made.
It's interesting, Andy, because it's something we believe. We believe that not everybody works for the money. We believe they work to make a difference, to have an impact.
Yes.
That point of being part of a family, we talk a lot about that family and that cultural roots. And I love this vision of creating an unrecruitable sales force because your culture is so strong, nobody could possibly tear them apart. But we do see the entitlement in our business today is one of the biggest threats to success tomorrow, that you've got to crush that sense of entitlement here at the beginning of the year in order to have a success later in the year. That comment you made about the January financial being forecast of what will come later in the year. If we can crush that entitlement in January, we will win later on. So final question, going back to your 5 a.m. workout, what is your daily mindset routine that helps you to create, preserve, defend, and further your energy, your passion to be able to execute on what you do every single day, Andy?
Okay. All right. It's this easy. I'm going to give you the deal. By the way, you can pick whatever, but you ask mine. So I'm going to tell you. And by the way, it's the same thing every morning. I never change it. And I'm going to tell you why I don't change it. Because I'm afraid to lose my edge. I want you to understand this, Sam. It took me so long to get this edge that I have now. I'm not giving it up. That's why this morning when I woke up, I didn't care if I had the flu, I was sweating out a fever. I said, dude, I'm not losing it. Look, I'm 43 years old. I've kept this edge for 3 years straight. Not going to let anything break it. So this is my routine. Me and my wife, we wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. Okay, that's our deal, 5 a.m. It is dark outside. Whether we go to bed at 2 a.m. or whether we get to bed by 11, it doesn't matter. Okay, we only got one life. We don't break our commitments. Undisciplined people don't get anything. Disciplined people rule the world. Okay, and if you can't take over your own mind, you can't take over the world. If you can't tell your mind to shut up, get in the back seat, I'm in charge at the time you need to. Quick decisions, 1 second decisions. I'm up, get up, get up. Get up, dude. Don't think about it. If you think, you're going to lay back down. Okay. So number one, 5 a.m. we get up. First thing I do is I walk straight to the coffee pot and I grab it and I make coffee. Why? Because I'm drinking coffee on my way out the door. I go to the gym. I got my coffee. I love coffee. Okay. I'm drinking my coffee, but when I get to the gym, I listen to the same person for the last 3 years, same music. And I'm going to tell you what it is. Yep. I want you to try it. Okay. Dude, be careful because it's medicine for your soul. Okay. I listen to Rob Bailey, Bailey. It's called Rob Bailey. Just test me. It's called Rob Bailey and the Hustle Standard. He's got about 5-6 different albums. Here's what I do. Number one, no phones allowed in the gym. There is a rule. No texts, no emails, no calls. If you call me, if I'm in the gym, I don't care, Sam, if somebody died, I will not get a hold of them until after the gym. There's a reason why. Because, Sam, it's my job as a man to bring special energy to my wife and my children. It's my job. It's my job to bring.
That's true.
That's the good stuff in life. We're not talking about money yet. I'm talking about me, the people that are there with me, that love me, that have showed me, that unconditionally cared about me, regardless of results, my wife and my children. I need this hour of suck fest to create myself, to go home and be the man for them and bring special energy to them and make sure that if I have anything bad going on in my life, that I never carry that into them. And I'm not even talking about my team yet. I'm talking about my direct family. I follow a program. When you're in the gym, I'm listening to Rob Bailey, pods in, it's cranked. I don't think, I don't care who's in the gym. Don't talk to me. I don't walk around and record stuff. I don't take selfies. I don't want to do anything. I want to pay the rent. Okay. By the way, listen, you want that mentality? You have to put those pods in, put some Rob Bailey on, find a program. So there's a guy named Wes Watson. Okay. You can look him up on YouTube. He's a little crazy. Okay. Whether you cuss or you don't, I'll be careful. He does cuss a little bit, but his name's Wes Watson. And I want you to just listen. He's very intense, but if you think he has a program, a workout program, but watch one of his videos. You're gonna be like, damn, man, I need to go to the gym right now. But he has a workout program. I pay a couple $100 a month. I follow it. I don't have to think about what to do when I go in the gym. Sam, when you go to the gym, you don't want to think about what to do. I see people walking around or biceps check, dude, you're a loser. Okay. That's the program.
Automate it.
And you're running that program until it's over. And then you get out. The second I get home, I give my kids a big kiss. I give my wife a big kiss. By the way, I kiss my wife when I leave the gym in the morning. I kiss my kids. I am never ungrateful. Listen, the reason why people don't get what they want is because they're ungrateful. They forget what they had. The reason why marriages don't sustain greatness is because the newness wears off. It is your responsibility as the leader of your home to keep the business new, the marriage new. It's like taking my kids home from the hospital every damn day that I see them. Okay. It's day one again, man. It's day one.
Awesome. That's the foundation.
Yes. And by the way, dude, you talk about chip on your shoulder. I see people walking around with that ivory feeling. Dude, we've got more money and we know what to do with right now in my life I never thought I'd have. Yet, I don't care. I work like I'm broke. Yeah. I feel like right now my wife's calling me saying, we're going in bankrupt. The bank's taking it all. We're going out. They're coming. They're on their way. If you don't sell, we're done. That's the anxiety that I feel. And I love that. I love it. People say, oh, anxiety's got me stressed out. No, anxiety is good for you. It makes you feel.
It's good stress.
Yes.
It's good stress.
Stress is good. Yes. Good. Run towards it. Attack it. You have the ability to go change. So I'm in that gym. I go home. Last thing, I go home. I show them love. I get dressed. I go to work. And I bring that fire to my team. And I set the tone. I'm the example for them. They will only work half as hard as me. Sam, I'm interested in the journey. There's no destination. There's no dollar amount. There's no X amount when we hit these numbers. Sam, I want to run like this until we die. And I want to tell you, I don't want to retire. I never want to retire. I just don't want to. And people say, Andy, one day you might. Okay, one day if I want to, then I will, because I'm doing what I want to do. But right now, I want to attack. I want to deliver. I want to execute. And like you said, I want to help people get their shot at being great now. And that's why we created great training. And I call it the life hack. It's the cheat code. If Sam, you've been doing this for 30 years, and if you'll tell me in 1 month everything you learned in 30 years, dude, I just compressed timeframes by 30 years.
Yes.
Who wouldn't want to do that? And by the way, listen to me. When you find a mentor, your goal isn't to envy them, it's to emulate them. Okay. If you're smart with money and I'm not, I'm going to study you. If I have great energy and you're like, damn, dude, I want that energy, then you study me. If Mike has a great curriculum and the way I want to study him. Listen to me. This is what life's about. I want 2023 to be the year that I'm surrounded by great people that will help level me up, that will help me get to new levels. And then I hope to take all that I learned and all of that great influence. And I'm a sponge, no matter where I am today, no matter where you are, and we're never going to change it because we have to keep changing because that out there is continuing to change. And I want to bring that to my team. And that's it, man. And anyways, if you'll follow getting, and by the way, so at night, just so you're aware, at night, every morning, I wake up, hammer the gym. At night, I put my phone down. This is big. I'm going to finish with this, and I'm going to say, Sam, this is a big one. Everybody's double-minded. The reason why everybody in this world does have anxiety, it's because it's self-inflicted. They're self-sabotaging their own life. People are self-sabotaging their own life. The reason why is that you need to be where you are. What does that mean? I'm at work right now. I don't need to call my wife and tell her I miss her. Work. She expects me as a man to work really hard when I'm at work. I don't need to be thinking about the gym. I don't need to be thinking about her. I need to think about work. I need to make business happen. And then when I leave, I'm going to put my phone down and I'm going to be respectful and I'm going to be a man and I'm going to take care of my wife and I'm going to show her love, not tell her I love her. I'm going to show her love. I'm going to put my phone down. And as enticing as it is, I'm going to show her massive love. I'm going to show my kids massive love. And whether I get 30 minutes with my kid or 3 hours, I don't care. Dude, 30 minutes with your kid, putting your phone down, paying attention to them, you'll wear them out. They don't need more than 30 minutes, man. And if you think they do, you've never really played with them hard for 30 minutes, okay?
Wait, why is it that putting the phone away is so hard, Andy?
Endorphin. Endorphin. The people that want to yes you, they're always trying to reach out to you. And we like that because that makes us feel powerful. But our wife at home, she won't yes you. So it feels easier to go back to your phone. No, listen to me. Something were to happen to you today and you were to get cancer and you were to get sick, your wife would be there with you and your children would be by your side every single second. You know what they want? Sam, the man you became today in business, they want that. They want that in their life. They do. And I know you give it to them already, but just like business is another level, there's another level that your wife can see you paying attention to her instead of telling her you love her, showing her you love her, leaving her love notes, taking her out on date night, making sure that you don't forget about her in the big scheme of running big business. So in 2023, we're talking about all these plans and going to war. Okay. What's the plans of falling in love with her? And what's the plans of you and you're making sure that y'all stay close? And if they're going through anything that they can talk to you because they're close to you. We got to make sure when we go to war that we're also taking our family with us. And we're explaining to our family that, hey, we are winners and winners do take on a lot. But also I want, if dad does get stupid and I forget, it's not because I don't love you. It's because I'm stupid sometimes. And I chase really hard to make sure that we stay afloat and good. And we got a lot of accountability and a lot of people rely on us. But also, I don't ever want to let you guys down. We have open communication in our family about if somebody gets on the phone, they shouldn't put it down. And guess what? My wife knows if you call me and it's important, I'm okay to take a call. She don't want me to miss that call, but she also doesn't want leftovers. She wants special energy. Okay. So save special energy for your family. Play it all when you're at work. When you're at the gym, don't be thinking about work. Don't be thinking about your wife. Go, man, pay the rent in that gym. Pay the rent at home. Be there present with your family when you're there. Put your phone down. And then when you are at work, give it all you got and don't leave anything in the tank. Cross the finish line.
Andy, Elliot, I'll tell you, this has been an incredible episode. And I hope from our team and from everyone listening to the podcast across the nation, whether you're in the auto industry or not, I hope you actually come back to this and listen to this episode over and over because we've heard a lot of nuggets between creating a solid foundation in your personal life with discipline, but then also looking at this industry in this year that's coming up as an opportunity, killing entitlement, fully wearing the chip on your shoulder and making a commitment to go out and crush it in 23. And it's so exciting for me to hear this. Andy, will you tell everyone again, whether they want to come to you individually as a salesperson, you provided that opportunity. How can I reach out to you and connect with you, Andy?
Simple. You just shoot me a text, 918-210-0254. That's it. And if you'll text me, you tell me what you need. Hey, even if you just say, hey, love you, man. Great stuff. You fired me up. It's cool. You ain't got to buy nothing. I love my people. That's what it's all about, impact. You nailed it. So I'm grateful to be here. Yeah. You guys are awesome. I know we always say 30 minutes. It's, hey, come inside for 5 minutes. I mean,
we did an hour, man.
Hey, but the bottom line is I always say this, hey, a 5-minute sales meeting doesn't need to be 15 minutes. But if you got a good 15-minute sales meeting, I'll go 15 minutes with you. And I think everything we talked about was value. And I think that if you're giving away value to people and they can log in, they're going to consume something somewhere. And if they're in the sales space, they consume this. man, this is the keys to the life hack.
So to Team Zeigler, to our podcast audience, let's go out and crush it in 2023. Andy, Elliot, thank you so much for being here. Mike Van Ryn, fun episode. Let's crush it in 23. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks to Andy Elliott for contributing to this week's episode. Until next week, how are you driving vision today?